Now, I'm not going to pull up the tweet, but I got upset because a podcast somewhat related to our family of podcasts recently had Rick Wilson on the show. And we've talked a lot about Never Trumpers and how sort of pointless they are. But there's a new sort of test I want you to run on all Never Trumpers.
Yes.
And it's, do they have anything in their inbox that they should be sharing with us about the people they used to consort with? Because
I like this line of thinking.
they act like they want to be helpful, right?
Right.
Well, the most helpful thing Rick Wilson could do is go back to his time working for Rudolph Giuliani and give us some things that were said in, candidly.
A little bit of Rudolph Giuliani, or maybe more to the point.
And, like some of these guys, they're just media grifters, and they don't actually have much of a Rolodex anyway. But David Frum
does. And I mean, Rick Wilson was a legit consultant, is what I'll say. He wasn't like somebody who said, oh, I'm a Republican operative, and then you try to look, and you're like, oh, okay, you were like the deputy research ops for whatever. The guy's a real client list, made his living as a consultant.
Yeah, and there's this thing when they come over to the resistance, like they make the demands, they can start, detailing how they think the resistance should be run.
Right.
And that should be a much different transaction. It should be, all right, fork over all of your emails, everything, because we are going to find what makes you useful. You are not going to tell us.
You don't know what makes you
exactly.
useful.
And you don't really want to be that useful.
Right. You don't want to be that useful, because if you're Rick, I mean, the one thing, look, I'll give Rick Wilson one thing. He's capable, as literally tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of people are, at like harshly criticizing Donald Trump. And I guess kudos for calling him a misogynist and a racist relatively early, but like he is the classic one who will do a like, why do immigrants want to come here? Because we're awesome, and because it's capitalism, and because every single problem in this society that gave birth to the parasite that's Donald Trump, I've been an ad man for decades. Get the fuck out of here. I agree. And I think that's actually a really smart distinction too, because you're not even saying like, you can't like write a book, do your media hits, cool, but you got to put some points on the board before you do that. Yeah. Like you can't just do what other liberals are doing, and because you have a R next to your name, it's basically an identity politics argument. It's pure identity politics. That's all it is.